Alright, how's it going, guys? We are back. And it has been a blistery few days. As you can see, we got a nice blizzard going on out there. I put on my helmet so I could see what the weather was looking like, and it's just nasty. It looks like we should be coming out of it now, but it has been pretty rough the last few days. Okay, so morning weather forecast is morning is going to be negative 14, noon will be negative 13, night will be negative 12, midnight negative 10. So we are warming. I was down to like negative 23. While doing so, I fixed my way down here so it wasn't quite as annoying. And as you can see, there's now a wall blocking off. This is going to take a week because of my slowness. By the way, I did upgrade the pack. Somebody had said, hey, update, it'll fix your things. No, it didn't. It didn't fix a damn thing. Well, it did fix a thing, but it didn't fix this. I expanded the farm a little bit, put a wall up over there, so we now have this little room so I can get it pretty nice and warm in there. Let's see. Come back up here. I have been just drinking like you wouldn't believe. But that's because of my thirst issue. But what did get updated is some quests got changed around. And so this one is still the same. This doesn't look changed. We just finished this up last time because I, for some reason, didn't have this one completed. So that doesn't look like it changed. But starting from scratch definitely looks like it's different. Unfortunately, I have the world's worst memory, so I can't tell you how different. I do know this looks much different. Geologist hammer. Now that's something that we didn't make before. We made the spade and the prospector's pick, but we didn't make the hammer. Didn't know it existed. Provides precise ore information in a small region. More precise than a prospector's pick, but has smaller detection range. Okay, well, I don't see where I need that as of now, but if I do, I'll make one. Somehow this got reset. I've already done this once, but I'll take another flint and steel. Hopefully this one isn't. Oh yeah, that one's almost broke as well. So can you put these two together? Oh, I can. Perfect. That makes that one better. Alright, then I don't have two of those. Not quite sure why that one got reset. We do have our barrel here, but we have to research that. And unfortunately, we can't research it because to do so, that drown is getting really annoying. To do so, we have to have bronze, and again, I can't find tin. So we can't do that one yet. And then there's option for a bronze hammer and a bronze axe. Same reason we won't be doing that. Getting knowledge, this has definitely changed. It does tell you about the artist charcoal in here, which I think is awesome. Also, it tells you about inspiration. You should get enough inspiration to finish the paper. Inspirations are gained naturally during work at your shelter or travel outside. Having a balanced diet as well as having nice and warm sleep would yield more inspiration during the day, but these would not give you inspiration directly. Inspirations are gained only when online and not at any state of hypothermia or hyperthermia, and avoid using up all your inspiration, since you would gain inspiration significantly harder after that. Sleeping beside generator or wearing warm clothes would improve sleeping quality. Death resets all inspiration. Luckily, some would get knowledge during exploration and relics, which could be used instead of inspiration. No idea what we're supposed to use the inspiration for. Electrical waste. Any broken electrical vise will give us another one. You may find these knowledge can be used to write papers instead of inspiration. Well, we just happen to have found a whole bunch of that stuff, so we can get that done. But their excellent design may inspire you. Put them into the drawing desk and inspire to get knowledge. Knowledge can be used to write paper instead of inspiration, but you may need a lot of them. So I'm guessing that means we can put it in here instead of completing this thing. I kind of like that little thing, so unless I actually need it at some point, I'm not going to worry about that. Inspiration related effects. If your nutrition level is low and resetting environment is bad, or if you used all your inspiration, you will gain the lethargic stat, indicating very low inspiration regeneration rate. I don't have lethargic yet, do I? No, I don't have that one. I got about every other one under the book, but not that one. It's just a status effect. It can't be removed, but it would disappear when you have a nice inspiration recover rate and when you get enough inspiration. Some machines or devices would speed up the inspiration recovery process. Okay. And then tips for doing research in multiplayer. I'm not playing in multiplayer, so I don't care. Check the box. And then the last thing is to get the quill and ink. They're required to complete higher level researches. We actually have the generator ash from running the generator down there. We just need to be able to make the glass bottle, which we can't do currently because we don't have a crafting table. And I'd also have to get a feather. But I do have 18 of those. That is really annoying. Like, seriously annoying. If it wasn't so cold out there, I'd come out and find you and kick your butt, but I can't see. Alright, so what else do we have in? Start from scratch, getting knowledge, and then day of mining. This looks different. The rock formations are generated according to the biome formations. Ore vein is generated according to the rock layer. The generation information will be displayed only after completing the mining task. 3 types of stone layers exist: sedimentary, metamorphic, and igneous. Alright, so we hit that, and that will give us Rankin's Journal. Interested in learning more geology of this world, Project Rankin's Journal is your best guide. So a piece of paper and a rope will make that, and I do believe we have 1 piece of paper from looting. So let's make rope. Let's get this thing made. There we go. So that will give us that quest done. And now we can look through all of these things. And orientation, foundation 1, 2, and 3. Let's see. That is a lot of reading. Foundation 1. Lesson 1, not all information can be shared via this journal. Holy crap. Very similar to normal. Okay, I am not sitting and trying to read all of this. This is way too much reading. For me, I hate reading. Let's see. Foundation 2, fuel values, alloying. Sure. And then 3. First level 2, meteorites, crucible, fusion furnace. Yeah, nothing we're going to be needing anytime soon. Alright, so there's the book. We'll deal with that later. And there was a lignite, which we already know where that is. It tells you where it generates. There's also bituminous coal, anthracite coal, and graphite. And this one doesn't tell you nothing. This one tells you nothing. And this one tells you a whole whopping nothing. Other than, you know, it does, I guess. This one tells you something. These two don't tell you shit. Okay, so bauxite, we already have found that. And it's among sedimentary rock. Magnesite, we've already found some of this. I just haven't mined either of these because I know I don't need them yet. Sedimentary cinnabar, found that as well. Halite, I don't think I found that one. And evaporite, never heard of that one. Apparently that's salt. Then we've got gold, which is in igneous. Silver, igneous. Fluorite, same. And I'm guessing stibnite, same thing. So what we need to look at is tin. Native tin and cassiterite. Among some igneous. And among most of the igneous. Okay, now the problem is, what is igneous? Surface sedimentary, yeah, I found a lot of that. Gravel, generated in riverbeds. Paying to get copper ore. Be nice if there was a tin one. Yeah, okay, so this is basically just going to tell you kind of where you can get them, but it doesn't really help with, you know, giving us the types of rocks so we know what a sedimentary rock is versus a igneous rock versus a metamorphic rock. Let's see. Domesticating pheasants. I haven't even found a pheasant yet. Domesticating pheasants, then feed hens with seeds to make them lay eggs. Well, it doesn't say how to domesticate them, so thanks for the help. Let's see. Wild animals meat contains exceeded vitamin. Why does it say exceeded vitamin E? Should be excessive, shouldn't it? Having too much may cause poisoning. Careful to keep a balanced diet and have some other kinds of foods. Okay. Kill one Chilu. I have no idea what that is. Ice Age, the return of the mammoth. Yeah, we gotta kill a mammoth at some point. Already did the saber-toothed tiger. Domesticating wild sheep to get wool. It eats grass and grows wool. Well, we ain't figured out how to domesticate yet. And then pork is the boars, obviously, and milk from bison and cows. More information that's not really helping anything here. And then this one that we've already gone through a little bit. We've made a few of these things. This we need the cooking pot for, the crock pot. So we can't do that yet. Because we need the crafting table. I'm guessing the same for, yep, that one's the same thing. And so is that. So we can't really do anything else in this one. Generator engineer, we've got everything done under that one. Which I'm not sure why it's not green like this. Because we got them all done. And then we have the fuel engineer. Fuel can easily generate energy. General method of combustion is inefficient. If you shape a chemical composition of the fuel, can be changed to improve combustion efficiency. That would be a good thing. However, the impurity within makes these fuels unsuitable for blasting fuels. Uh-huh. We got coal powder, which is making any of them, which we could do, but we don't really need to at this point. So I'm not in any hurry to do that and get into any of these others, even though we've kind of already done this. We just ain't done this one. We did that way, so I can go through and do that again. This one I don't know. Yeah, this is the one that we have to have honey or slime ball or whatever. We're not doing those for quite a while. The sawdust we've already done. Creosote sawdust briquette means we need creosote sawdust, and that needs creosote. And that brings me to something that I noticed earlier when I was looking through here. There is one quest which we have not done way back up in here, which is unfired sandy bricks. We need 5 sand and 4 clay, and that'll make us 4 sandy brick. And then if we turn them into the sandy bricks, we can make a sandy brick creosote oil funnel. And if we hold shift, it says collects creosote oil produced by log and coal piles. Above collection area is a 9x9 in a plus shape. Piles need to be connected to the funnel. Creosote oil only flows down between piles. If redstone signal is applied, the funnel will also collect from neighboring funnels. Funnel will auto output creosote. Creosote oil can only be extracted from the bottom. A line of funnels works better. So we need 7 of those and another bucket. And then we can make that. So we should be able to make the creosote that we needed for the coal thing that we couldn't do. And holy crap, the blizzard is gone. Alright, so first off, I'll get this stupid weather helmet off. And you know what? Right there's a water bottle. If I drink that, which would be bad, or used it, by the way, this thing has fixed since I updated. I could actually put the stuff in it, and it does take more than 1 bucket to run. Oh, I can't put that in there with that. That stinks. Can I, though? That's water. Can I put it in there? No. Daggone it. Hoping I could use that. Alright. So give me my bucket. Where'd my bucket go? I heard me pick it up. There it is. So, prove to you it actually works. And we'll let this thing go. I'm going to go ahead and just fill the damn thing up. Close enough. I'm going to get a drink myself because I am a thirsty boy. And I guess I might as well fire this back up. Alright, and let's open up and take a step outside. Haven't been outside in a few days. Back amongst my beautiful trees that are growing that I'm still amazed growed. And we got to stay away from those jerks because I can't really hurt anybody. Oh, also, I noticed something. These say fruit and veg. I didn't notice that before. So apparently we can eat the oxeye daisies. And the dandelions are the same, but they give fruit and vegetable, not plant oil. So we need to get some sand. And the only way I know to get sand is from gravel, or we can go down and check the river. I can't remember if there's actually sand there. And I don't want to get messed with by those jerks. So let's grab our horse and let's run right on past these guys. If I can stay out of all these holes. Let's go see if there's any sand down by the river. I wonder if I could kite those guys over to like one of those animals that get pissed off when you hit them and get them to hit one. So then the animals would kill them instead of trying to kill me. Alright, do we have any sand down along this river? I'm not really seeing any. We've got plenty of sand. It's just making the... Oh. There's some sand right there. Give me that. And we got a couple pieces here. That's 3 of them. Now I just got to get out of here without getting too wet. Ugh. I am drenched and it's getting nighttime. That's clay. We can always use a little more. There's some more sand. Take that. Mudstone. Don't really need that. Thanks. Get me out of this water. I am so going to freeze. And I'm going to lose my horse. Horse, get back here. Give me these snowballs. Alright, let's run my butt back home. I was just kind of doing this for a testing purpose to see if there was sand, because I could not remember. But now we know I can always come back and get some more during the daytime. That's a whole lot of badness I do not want to be messing with. Don't want to be messing with any of that. Alright, nobody down here in our hole. Thank goodness. Let's get my butt back inside before I get it shot off or blown up. Alright, so that was and roundabout like that. And there we go. That is our unfired clay. And I'm pretty sure we just do that, which we do. Where is my gravel? That silt stuff is useless. There's my gravel. There's my thing. Let's see. Yeah, this is going to be that whole... I'm going to give you a different color gravel thing, ain't it? This is such a pain in the ass. This is like shoveling gravel over and over, which pisses me off to start with. But instead you got to use a bucket. Or a pan, or whatever the hell you want to call that thing. And the fact that it gives you different colored gravel, oh, that's just... I'm telling you. Alright, so... gold pan. There's a pewter one, but that takes a crafting table. So we can't do that, unfortunately. So... and give me... stop jumping over there. Alright, so let's put this back down. This is our light gravel, which is now turned to dark gravel, because, yeah, that makes complete sense. And that's going to turn back to regular gravel, light gravel, and flint. Hey, I got another sand finally. This is just... I swear, whoever thought that making 3 different colors of gravel and the gold pan doing it just wanted to troll people. I swear. There is no reason to turn gravel to a different color other than just, ha ha, you're a jackass. All right, so that's 8 of them. Let's go ahead and... I actually had to make the bricks for that, though, right? No, it is 7 of them. Okay. So we've got 8 of them. So let's go ahead and fire it up. Oh, just grab the whole thing. There we go. And we're going to need 3 logs. That on top. Flint and steel. Because screw that flint thing. I needed flint for tools enough. And then I also need to make another one of these. So we need to do that recipe. And we'll get this put into this one and get it fired up. Because I definitely cannot get rid of the one I'm using because I need to drink. Apparently it's 6 of them, not 8. Alright, 3 of these. And we'll fire that up as well. Blink. Alright, so I'm going to let these cook. I will be back when they are done. I'm going to sit here and cuss at the walls while I refine more gravel and see if I can get some more sand. And tomorrow I'll go out and see if I can find some more sand on the beaches. And I'll be back with you when I can actually create this thing, and we'll see if it works. Alright, our fires have burned out. Let's get these bad boys out of here. And let's get this crafted up. So we need this, one of those, and our little crafting doohickey. And there we go. It's called a distiller, or at least that's what the quest is we got. So that gets our unfired sandy clay done, which there's no other quest for that other than, oh, it's over here. So they want us to make 2 times sandy bricks, which needs mortar and sandy bricks. So we need 5 more of those to get that done. Not quite sure why this thing is behind it, but sure. I did get a little bit more done after making another gold pan. I am so done with that gold pan other than when I have to get dirt. That thing just irritates the ever-living hell out of me. Alright, so like that. And like that. So that gives me another 4, which I need 5 to make 2. I've got 1 left here. So screw it. It's not the most efficient, but... Well, wait a minute. How much more do we have to make along the lines here? This is going to take another 4 and a copper sheet. That's okay. We can manage that. We just made that, and then there's treated wood planks. Okay, so we should need 1 more set, I think. So let me go see if we can get some more down by the river. It's now daytime, so we should have a lot less things out here wanting to beat me up that I unfortunately cannot fight currently. Which really stinks because I love fighting. Let's run back over here. And honestly, I'm going to pause here again I'm quite sure you guys don't need to see me searching out sand deposits around the bank. And I'll get back to you after I get the next set of these sandy bricks done, and then we'll try out the charcoal thing once we get all the things ready. So, see ya in just a few minutes. Well, literally a second for you. Hello, could you not? Thanks, horse. Alright, so I got one more cooking up here, but I did go ahead and I already have 17. So we needed this, and I do believe it's this, and mortar, we need that, and I believe the other one is that, but we need a copper in the middle for that. There is our 2 sandy bricks, and apparently we can ponder these, which is going to show us how to make our bloomery, which we can't do because we have to have bronze, if I remember correctly. If we go and look at bloomery block, yeah, we can't do it because we got to research it. But that gets that part done. I don't even know if we have any copper left. It does not look like it. Looks like I might actually have to go and dig us up a bit more copper, which isn't really a problem. I've got tons of places to do so. Let's go look at the quest now. So that gives us our 2 sandy bricks, which is going to give us a surf and turf, which I cannot eat, because if I eat it, it's going to give me more vitamin toxicity, and well, we can't be having that now. Alright, so there's my last ones. I can use whenever for whatever. So let's go ahead and just throw those in there. And so the other thing we needed to use them for was this one. So we need a copper plate for that, and the 4 mortar. For some reason I'm thinking there should be some copper ingots around here, but I guess there is not. So let's take this log pile just to see if we can get this thing to work at all. We'll bring it down here. And we're just going to put that right there with that on top of it, and we'll see if this collects anything from it. And I'm going to go down and grab some copper real quick with my nice iron pickaxe I found in the village, and get it cooked up, and I'll be right back with you. Alright, so I got my copper. I didn't get it all cooked, but I did manage to get 16 of them cooked up here. Let's go ahead and put 2 of them on there. I'm going to throw that back in there. And then we need to hammer that out. Then we can throw this in here. That will make us our, I cannot pronounce that word, Rear, maybe. And we're going to make a new barrel as well. Need an axe for that one. Alright, so it says you can only access it through the bottom. And we don't see anything actually showing here. So I'm going to do this. And I'm going to put that on the bottom and see if it actually fills up with anything. It doesn't look like it is. It says you can access it, but I think that's just for automating accessing. I don't think you can actually... Well, it's actually trying. So we'll leave it sit there and see if it does anything over time. I have no idea if it's going to. So let's go look at our quest book here. So we have everything but the creosote funnel done there. So let's go ahead and just break the creosote funnel. That will get our creosote funnel quest done there, which says you may need to run charcoal pit a few more times to get it. Now this says you need a charcoal pit. Collects the creosote produced of the charcoal pit, which is what I kind of figured. That it wouldn't just make creosote out of the logs. So that makes perfect sense. You may need to run charcoal pit a few more times to get enough oil for a barrel. Place the creosote funnel below the charcoal pit that is above to run to collect the creosote produced by the charcoal pit. The produced creosote will be stored in this funnel, and the creosote can be taken out with containers such as barrels and ceramic buckets. That makes a whole lot more sense than the tooltip it gives you. And then for the treated wood, we have to do that, but we can't do that without a thing. But we can do it this way by just putting it and soaking it in the barrel. Okay, so now that makes a little bit more sense, because I really didn't think that made a whole lot of sense when it said under the log pile. It could have been a little bit more specific there. Let me drop off a few things here. And I've only got 15 logs left. So I'm going to have to go out and get some more. How much oak do we have left in here? One, we'll go ahead and throw that in here as well, because we certainly cannot do a charcoal pit with just one thing of logs. But I'm gonna see if this actually works, as because it doesn't say under the dirt, it says under the charcoal pit. So I'm gonna put that right there, and then we'll take the actual log piles and put them up around it there. So give me another minute. I'll do a bit of wood chopping here, get that all filled out, and be back with you when the charcoal pit's done running and we see if we actually collected any creosote. Be right back. Alright, so I'm just sitting here getting some more straw made up with our snowy vines here, and I happened to look over and we have actually gotten it to make red mushrooms. I do believe it took like 5 quicklime to do this. It basically burns the quicklime like fuel, but that means we have went from 1 to 9 there. So that will give us mushrooms that we can basically infinitely breed for more, and we can start cooking that up in our cooking pot. I actually want to try, let me get my nail soup out of here. I want to try something here. If we take 3 of these, which is grain and plant oil, and 3 of these, which are fruit and veg, and we put that all in there, and then we got 1 piece of fowl meat here. Let's throw that in there as well. And let's just see what it gives me. I've got plenty of food now, so if we get nothing, we get nothing. If we get something, well, we'll find out what that something is together in a few minutes when it gets done. And my charcoal pit's out there running. There's only like 6 blocks in it. Probably not enough to give us what we need for the creosote, but it's enough for a short test to see how it works. Because honestly, with the speed I do things, with this weakness and mining fatigue, cutting down that many trees is just horrible. And by the way, I'm starting to deforest that side of the trees. I think I might start on the back. We tend to have a lot of not so nice critters trying to hide under this one right here. So I may take this one out next. And I also noticed I haven't gotten rid of, and these things, I'm telling you, if we're gone ahead and taken out these, I might use some of these steps to get down into our area over there. And we still have our pet polar bear here. Alright, so this is done. Let's open her up here. Oh, just give me the shovel. Alright, so we got our charcoal. Looks like we got about 37 of them. And let's go grab that barrel, because it did say we could access it with a barrel. And that would mean we wouldn't have to do an entire bucket's worth if we can use this barrel. So let's see if we can get anything out of there. And by the way, I drink all the time. Never have to eat. Okay, we've got 7,200 creosote. Bring our barrel in here. And we'll place it over here, kind of out of the way. That's a pretty decent amount. We'll have to look and see what it's going to take to make one of these. Just throw one in there. I think it was 250. So that's enough to do us pretty well for a little bit. I'm not quite sure what all we're going to be needing the treated wood for. We can make one of these wooden barrels from immersive, but I don't see why we would need to. There's a mixing barrel here, but there's no recipe for it. I'm guessing it's for the Minecraft barrel. But for the Minecraft barrel, we need this right here, which needs the 2 bronze sheets we discussed earlier. So I need to be able to go mining again and try to find some tin, but I can't fight. I've only got 9 arrows, and that's the only way I can really fight, because I can't really punch anything with this weakness. It really doesn't do a whole lot. But there we go. That's our treated wood planks. So that gets that quest done. And then the next thing is to make the bellows, which is 3 leather, 4 planks, and 2 slabs. And the slabs we do just like any other. So that means we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4 more. So we'll throw them in there, get them done. And I'll go ahead and, do we have the, we've got the leather, because I've got 1 hide right here. Alright, so I'll go ahead and get this bellows crafted up and ready for when we have the tin. I'm going to attempt to go back mining to see if I can find some hopefully not die. And I will get back with you on just how well that went next time. Hopefully, I will have some good news and we'll have found some tin so we can actually progress a little bit more, because this is kind of getting old not having tin. But I think I have been here rambling around long enough for today. So y'all have a good one, and I will see you next time. And as always, thanks for your guys' support. You're awesome, and have a good one.